Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? This is Angie Giltner, Master Business Coach and intentional disruptor of the status quo. And I'm here to have a conversation about direct messaging. I don't know about you, but I am tired beyond tired of all of the sleazy strategies that are out there. And I'm here to call out the baddies. And the baddies are those who are the culprits of this, and the coaches or the gurus or the expert or whoever the heck is telling them that sliding into my DMs and giving me a sales pitch 3.2 seconds after I accepted your connection request is really bad advice. And here's why. So here's me. This is what I look like. Angie Giltner. And clients don't just work with me because I'm fun, and I am fun, but they come to me because they want more clients. They want to make a massive impact in the world, and they want the income that follows. And I am all about values based relationships. And so my top five business values are integrity. What you see is what you get always. I am who I am 100% of the time, unapologetically. I am the intentional disruptor of the status quo. Status quo is so boring. It's so, you know, 2020. I'm over it. Everything I do, I have to have fun, and I always add a little spicy humor in there. And that authenticity goes straight with the integrity. And I am anti cookie cutter, one size fits all. That's crap. And it may work for 1% of the entrepreneurs out there, but I'm sick of all of these strategies. And I'm going to show you them in real life, what these strategies look like, these get rich quick and, make $1 million in 30 seconds and all that crap that's out there. I'm over it. I'm all about customization, personalization, because that's what clients deserve. So let's just stop the sleaze. Can we? Like, seriously, just stop the sleaze. It's great. You send me a connection request, gladly accept, happy to connect. But don't give two flying craps about your sales pitch. I mean, if I don't even know your name, you really think I'm going to turn over my credit card? Stop being spammy. So if you're doing this, you're one of the baddies, and I'm calling you out on it right now. So you might not even want to continue listening to this video. I'm just calling it like it is, because this game has to stop. It's ridiculous. Entrepreneurs are out there wasting their valuable time on this strategy, and it is not working. I'm just saying. And if you're out there saying it works for me every time and I'm killing it doing this strategy, please, I want you to reach out to me. I want you to connect with me, and I'm going to ask you to prove it. So if this strategy and being sleazy and sliding into people's DMs and doing the pitch fest immediately after connecting strategy is working for you, please let's have a conversation. I do not have a problem being proven wrong, and but I'm going to ask you to prove that it works. So definitely reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation with you. So here's who I think the blame is, the baddies, as I call them, is these coaches, gurus, experts that are out there saying, pitch instantly, and sales is a numbers game. No, it's not. Sales is a people game. In 1980, sales was a numbers game. So if you're stuck in 1980, good on you. But sales is a people's game, and I will die on the hill for that message. People do business with people they like, know, and trust. Period. I mean, think about, when is the last time if you're doing those sleazy DMs, that you turned over your credit card for $4,000 to someone you didn't know? Think about it. So if you're not willing to do it yourself, why would you expect someone else to do it with you? And so, why this doesn't work. I mean, we do business with people we have a relationship with, not from bots. No, copy and pasted messages, AI. Oh, in today's ever changing landscape, Does that not have AI written all over it? Hello, could you put a little effort in and make it your own? I mean, hey, AI has its place, and I am not anti AI, but could you do a little effort and at least make it in your own brand voice? Because who talks like that? Nobody. AI talks like that, not humans. Trust is not built in 3.2 seconds. Once again, if you're someone who swears that it does, love to have a conversation with you, and I'd love for you to prove it to me. Once again, I don't mind being wrong, but you got to prove it to me. And your pitch is getting screenshotted for all the wrong reasons, and I'm about to prove that to you shortly. And here's what I'm talking about. So, boom, right here, recent. And I love this one. I'd love the opportunity to learn from your experience. Puke, gag. And if you could possibly spare 25 minutes for quick discussion, your guidance would mean a lot to me. Nah, they don't want to work with me. They want to pitch to me. And so stop being sleazy. Stop masking. Call a spade a spade. I would have so much more respect for someone that says, yes, you just accepted a connection request from me. And yes, I chose to purposefully turn around and pitch slap you immediately. I would have much more respect for someone that did that than someone who masks their sleaziness behind this. Your guidance would mean a lot to me. No, my credit card would mean a lot to you. So let's be real about that. And then we're honored to have you as a distinguished guest. Blah, 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 blah. They want me to pay to be on stage. I'm sorry. No, I get paid to be on stage. I don't pay to be on stage. And I have been on hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stages over the last 12 years. And no, I do not pay to get on stage. So isn't it funny whenever I shot him back and said, I am not paying $800 plus all my expenses to go from Ohio to Florida for this so that you can make money off of my intellectual property? I don't think so. I get paid for my intellectual property. So this has sleaze, sleaze, sleaze written all over it. And I don't mind calling them out because what I just told you in this video is exactly what I put in writing to them. I told you I'm about as authentic as they come. And oh, this one always kills me. Stop struggling, struggling to find a one-stop solution for high quality, affordable design and branding services. Have you looked at my branding? Seriously, have you taken a look at my branding? My branding is on point, and once again, I'm going to prove it to you because I back up and prove what I say. And you look at my branding and you think, and you're making an assumption that I'm having a problem with my branding, and you're making an assumption that I don't have affordable and high quality designs. So you're basically bashing my brand. And now you want me to give you money? Get out of here. Get out of here. No, next, and next. And so this one, oh my gosh, too funny. I've been following your healing style and philosophy. I'm a business coach, okay? This is clearly a copy and pasted message. I don't work in the healing space. I don't have any healing journey that's out there on the web for people to follow and all this other stuff. So you can't, I mean, you're so lazy that you can't even look up a little bit about me to customize this in any little way to make this more about me. I've been following your healing journey. I automatically don't trust you because you lie. No, you haven't. Because I don't have a healing journey. So get out of here. And so why would I trust you when you lie to me right off the rip, right? This is lazy, lazy, lazy. And appreciate the connection. Great. Off to a great start. And if there were a strategy that could help, all right, dumbass, really? If there was, would you be open to hear about it? So clearly, they have a strategy that would help get 15 to 30 qualified leads. Like, what are they saying? If there was a strategy, get out of here. Sleazy, sleazy, sleazy. Call a spade a spade. We have a strategy. Okay. I still don't want you in my DMs, but I would have much more respect for them if they would say, we have a strategy. And then would you be open to hearing about it? Once again, get out of here. Smoke and mirrors. You're masking things. You're trying to hide behind fake pleasantries. No, stop. Stop with the nonsense. This is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, and this one, I just came across something game changing that doesn't have AI written all over it because, in today's landscape, everything's a game changer. Just do chat GPT, it'll tell you. Oh, kills me, kills me, kills me without any extra cost. Would you be interested in hearing about it? First of all, you're making a lot of assumptions about my business. So this was my response to this particular DM, and I'm always happy to connect. And we just met, so an immediate sales pitch isn't of interest to me. I'm a master business coach, and all I do is show my clients how to increase revenue, and I guarantee results. And isn't it funny? Never heard from this person again. So, because I can back up everything that I say, I guarantee results. There's nothing in here about that. I mean, she doesn't even introduce herself to me. I just came across something that's game changing. Whatever. Get out of here. Oh, and here, these are everywhere. These are just, I mean, this is just a small fraction. Earn 10K a month. 100K months are so much easier. How to make $10,000 a month consistently. The only thing that keeps you from consistent 10K months. All right, honestly, if any of this worked, there would not be a struggling coach out there. I'm just saying, if any of this worked, there would not be a struggling coach out there. Every coach would be making at least 10K a month, and according to this, 100K a month because it's so easy. Now, do I think any of these people who put this crap out there is credible? Absolutely not. They have a cookie cutter approach, and yeah, it may have worked for them. Good on them. But is it going to work for the masses? Absolutely not. There's going to be no customization. There's going to be no personalization. And I mean, seriously, do I really like if you read 100K months are so much easier and you believe it? Whew, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. I just hope you don't. I'll just say that. And there are so many things keeping you from 10K months. And it's not just one. And it's not even a problem. There's typically a systems disconnect, or there's some kind of clarity that needs cleared up, and there's so many other things. And then you're calling people out saying, hey, you got a problem. If you're not making 10K a month, you got a problem. Maybe people don't want to make 10K a month. I have a client right now who is very happy with the income that she's making, and it's not 10K a month. But she's like, but I'm okay. She's like, I'm retired, gives me a little extra money. I'm doing what I love, blah, 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 blah. So, anyhow, this stuff is such crap, and people fall for it all day, every day. People are giving up and losing and wasting their hard earned money and their time on these programs that only work for such a small percentage of the population. And it makes me crazy that these coaches make the rest of us look bad because they are ripping people off. Talk about the baddies. They are ripping people off, and I am not okay with it. And I'll call them out on it every single time. Every time I get one of these in my DM, all I say is prove it. That's it. I don't say anything else. And never once, and I mean to tell you, never once has any of them come back with the proof. Never. They've come back with, well, my system, that's not what I asked for. I asked for proof. And they can't give it. And so that's why they're phony. That's why they're fake. But man, are they taking people's money? And I can't. I am all about people over profit, and I will call somebody out all day long when they're about profit over people, because those are the true baddies. Oh, this one is great. Looks like you're smashing it. Really? I am? So I said, I'm curious. What makes you say, looks like I'm smashing it? And isn't it funny? No response. Because seriously, copy and paste. She did personalize it with my name. Great. Thanks for getting the name right. But the fact that you couldn't back anything up whenever after I said, I'm curious, what makes you say it looks like I'm smashing it? And you got nothing? Once again, copy and paste. You have no credibility. And this thing, I mean, this message goes on and on and on and on and on and on. I mean, it was like a half of a book. And I'm like, oh dear God. I was just like, what are you doing? So I stopped reading because it said after she says, look like you're smashing it. I'm like, really? What is that? I mean, I don't understand. So I just call them out, call out the baddies. So I'm all about providing value. And once again, I back up and prove every single thing that I say. So this is a response that somebody asked a question on a platform, and so I answered it thoroughly. Talk about half of a book. I gave them such a thorough answer, and there was no pitch at the end. None, none, none. And then this was her response. Thank you for such a thorough and thoughtful response. So many great insights. I'm blown away. You're amazing, and I truly appreciate you. Now, isn't that much better? Isn't that much better than, I'm curious what makes you say it looks like I'm smashing it, right? Like, wouldn't you want this type of message? And this woman has jumped on DM or a message or a video with me. Easy for me to say. I keep looking at this and saying this was on a platform, but she did send me a DM. She asked to meet with me. So we've had several conversations. She's in my sales funnel. So yeah, isn't this much a better of approach? And you know what? This took time and it took effort. It did not come easy to type all of that up, but I spent the time and I customized it for her because that's what she asked for. This was on a platform, and we were in a room where she had typed out a message and said, I need help with blah, blah, blah. You know what? Most of people's responses were, send me a DM and I can help you with that. That's not what she asked. She didn't ask to slide into anybody's DM. She asked for her question to be answered. So I answered it. And then this is the type of response. Do you not think I built some trust with her? Seriously, I want you to think about that. I mean, just based on this response, do you not think that, I mean, she clearly likes me. I mean, like there's a like factor that's already there. Do you not think that she trusts me? I know she trusts me. Um, and she obviously, now we've gotten to know each other because I've made the time to get to know her. So I mean, seriously, this is such a better way, and it's not icky. It's absolutely not icky. And people appreciate this. And here's proof. So this one's great. Just checking to see if you wanted to get a VIP pass for the 20K virtual event. That's it. There was nothing else to this message. Nothing. No introduction. No, what's the 20K virtual event? I mean, what is it for OnlyFans? Like, what is it? I have no idea. I mean, no effort, no nothing. They did take the time to type my name in. Good on them for that. But no introduction, no setting it up. And this happened like literally 3.2 seconds after I accepted the friend request. And I'm like, and I love this, a VIP pass, like trying to boost my ego. Well, no, you're not boosting my ego at all. You look like an idiot because, and I'm not going to take a compliment from you because it's fake. You know nothing about me, and you want to offer me a VIP pass? Get out of here. Oh, and this one, once again, the same thing. I get this one. This is the one. I swear there's a coach out there who has literally given this template because I get this copy and paste. I'm not kidding. When I tell you 2-3 times a week from different people, not even kidding. Not even kidding. So there's a coach out there somewhere who has given them this template and says copy and paste and slide into people's DMs. And no, I'm not open if there was a strategy. Come on now. Don't insult my intelligence. And so here's a response that I do. And this is copy and paste. I took a screenshot of one of my responses and says, once again, all I do is help my clients stack more revenue. Simple as that. And judging by how fast you hit me with a sales pitch, I'm guessing that's your goal too. Good news. I've got 3 powerful options to fit any budget. Want the details? Oh, isn't it funny? Never heard from him again. right? It's like, you don't like it whenever I pitch slap you, but yet that's your strategy. Nope. So I just call them out. That's it. And I'm just so tired of it. And I'm standing up against it and I'm calling it out on it. And I'm telling you, when this video is done, every sleazy DM I get, they're getting a copy to the link of this video. And that's just going to be my response. That's it. Nothing else. Once again, provide value. Right. I mean, proof is right here. Copy and paste. Took a screenshot from what Chandler wrote to me. She's enjoying the resources. She loves my personal branding, even though the other guy thought my personal branding wasn't doing so hot. And then I have a way of taking complex marketing that marketers seem to understand so easily and dialing it down to logical level that any person can understand, which is extremely effective marketing. And she's like, the thought process with people that don't get it, and you do this very effectively. And I haven't been able to apply these yet, but I sense it's on horizon. I have built a relationship with her, and once again, do you think she knows, likes, and trusts me now after this? Because I provided her value. And I mean, yes, did it take me time? I didn't screenshot all that I sent her because I ended up emailing her a couple of resources. And because once again, she was on a platform and she asked a question. And other people were like, slide into my DMs, jump on my calendar, and I'll help you with that. That's not what she asked. She asked for the question to be answered. So I did. And then I answered it so much, and I sent her a DM and I said, Chandler, I said, I have a lot more information on this topic. And with your permission, I will email you the rest. And she DM'd me back and she said, here's my email. I would love that. And then this was her response to my email. So there you go. I mean, provide value. Yes, it takes time, but I would rather have 5 quality connections where people know, like, and trust me than 500 sleazy people who don't give two craps about me or my business, and all they want is my credit card. Once again, here's me providing value. So Evie, she wanted some help with her elevator pitch. And so I just provided value. And you can see no sales pitch. Everyone else, oh, jump in my DMs, pop on my calendar, send me a private message. I'll send you a private message. Come on. She wanted her question answered. And I ended it. And this is how I end everyone. Hope this helps. No sales pitch. There's nothing in there. And she said, love this too. Thank you so much. She even sent me a follow-up direct message thanking me again. I gave her something to think about, and that type of thing. And that's just providing value. Yes, did it take me time to do this? 100%. Was it worth it? 100%. This one, great. I'm in Darwin, Australia. What's the weather there? And I didn't even answer. Like, seriously, I don't have time for pleasantries and chit chat. No, this isn't a dating site. Like, get out of here. And then because I didn't answer, then his response was, I'm curious, are you a coach like me? You can't turn around, put my name in any search engine, and coach comes up like everywhere, everywhere. And you couldn't even take the time, and you're going to be a dumbass and ask me if I'm a coach? Get out of here. Once again, there's no effort. They're fake trying to build a relationship with you so that they can turn around and do a pitch. No, are you a coach? Oh my gosh, seriously? I mean, I'm on like 6.5 pages of Google, and every single one of them is coach, 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 coach. No effort, none whatsoever. So now what? I've told you what not to do. Now I've got to be, I'm a firm believer of, you can't be part of the problem if you're not willing to be part of the solution. And or you can't address the problem, or you can't call out the problem. Easy for me to say, unless you're willing to be part of the solution. And so So here's part of my solution. And because those sleazy DMs, they reek of desperation. They just reek of, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm desperate for a sale, desperate for a sale. Gross, absolutely gross. So, how about asking a real question about their business? Now, I recently launched my second book, and of course, I've put that out there. People have slid into my DMs, and they ask, "What made you decide to write your second book?" Great question. That's a quality question. That's something they are genuinely trying to get to know me, that type of thing. And so the conversation continues, and that's something that's pertinent. And they typically it's are asking about the title of it's called God is the CEO of My Business. I've had women jump into my DMs saying, what's that like, mirroring or adding your faith into your business, and do I get people who are turned off by that? And once again, legit questions, genuinely trying to get to know me, trying to get to understand more about me and my coaching business. And that's wonderful. That is the best thing that you can do. And I can't stress this enough. Provide value. Provide value. Offer some tip, a resource, a compliment with no strings attached. Don't expect anything back in return. Just be a good person and help. I fired a coach because they said, we'll only give them part of the answer and tell them the rest of the answer is reserved for your paying coaches. That's disgusting. Absolutely not. That's absolutely disgusting. It's like, oh, I'm only going to give you a half crap answer because you're not a paying customer. That doesn't make someone feel valued at all. So I fired that coach immediately, said, no, no, you're a terrible coach. Like, get out of here with that. And find common ground. Find something that they have of interest. If they're constantly posting pictures about their little fur babies and you love your fur babies too, send them a DM with your fur babies and say, man, I've loved watching you post your pics about your fur babies, and here are my fur babies. And tell a quick story about your fur babies and something that you have in common. It doesn't have to be business related. Connect with them on a real level, person to person level, and then wait for permission without going into a pitch. Ask if they're open for a chat. I always do that. Like, so right before I recorded this video, I was responding to some DMs of some women who halfway got it right, mostly got it wrong. And I thought, I'll entertain them. And here's what I said to them. I said, if you're keen, I would love a quick chat with you. Jump on my calendar, and you'll see right in the calendar link, it's called Networking Without a Sales Pitch. That's what my link's called. So it's my Calendly link, and it's Networking Without a Sales Pitch. And because once again, I prove it. I prove to them I'm not sleazy. I'm not here to pitch you. And it also sets the expectation and the boundary that I'm not interested in your pitch either. So anyhow, so every time when I'm interviewing someone for my podcast, even though they've said yes or I've said yes to them to be on my podcast, I still say, with your permission, I would like to email you the details about my deliverables and how to schedule your podcast and all those things. I still ask for permission. It shows respect. It shows that I'm not sleazy. It shows I'm not spammy. It shows I'm not just going to magically show up into their inbox without an invite. It's simple. You don't have to do anything dramatic. You don't have to go and, try to do cartwheels when you can't hardly walk. I'm not asking you to do unimaginable feats, but start with the human side of things. Don't be a copy and paste robot. Nobody likes that. And nobody builds relationships with them. So I'm all about sassy solutions and be a human, not a headline. I can't stress this enough. Ditch the scripts. Those copy and paste scripts, you can hear them coming a mile away, and all they scream is, buy for me, desperation, I'm broke. Buy for me, desperation, I'm broke. The best connections are built, not bought. And if you don't take anything else away from this video, I hope you will take that away. So once again, here are, you know, I just have so much proof that about providing value and not being sleazy and doing business on a human way, building connections, developing relationships, um, all of the things. And, you know, like this is proof. Like these are, I don't know how else to say it. These are in people's words. And the other thing I'm real big on, I go to people's websites and they'll have a testimonial out there and it'll say, JM California. Well, I understand there are things out there that are confidential and that type of thing, and the work you do with them might be confidential. And if that's the case, then absolutely, you want to respect their confidentiality. But if they post something like this on a public forum like LinkedIn or Alignable or Facebook or Instagram, it's no longer confidential. They have put it out into the world. Capture those screenshots and put those out as proof instead of JM California. This is much more credible. Now, JM California might be a real person, might be a real testimonial, but it does give one pause to say, I wonder if that was written by AI or if that was actually written by a real customer. And so I'm all about proof. Like somebody asked me to prove it, I got it. Like, yep, here it is. And these are just a few examples of that. So, and they've all been written on a public forum. I went out and grabbed them, and this is what I show for social proof. Because they've put it out into the universe for everyone to see, so I've grabbed them for everyone to see, and it's much more credible than the other way. And once again, here's a couple of more that women have just put out into the world. And so I've went out and I have grabbed them, and here you go. And so this last one, Amy, she actually sent me an email, but I had worked with her, and I said, Amy, will you give me a testimonial? I'd really love that and appreciate it very much. So she emails it back. So then what I do is I email it to her or email back and said, look, since you sent this in an email, it's not a public forum. Do I have your permission to share this? And she said, absolutely. And so once again, I was just being respectful. Maybe she only wanted this testimonial to go to me. She didn't want it to go out into the world. And so I just respected that. And it cost me a few moments of my time. But now, she feels valued. She feels respected. And it was her choice on whether or not I was able to show this to the world. So she gave me permission. And so here we are. And then this one, this is another one. And I'm not going to go into it all. But once again, I can back up and prove all of this. And I don't have to be sleazy. And I don't have to give people the DM ick, the desperation ick when it comes to reaching out to them and trying to build a relationship with them. So Femitis is the group coaching mastermind community that I have created. And it is full of wonderful women who are out there trying to make a huge difference in the world. They're trying to increase their influence, make an impact, and also increase their income. I have made the group coaching. It's actually a group coaching / mastermind. We're all wrapped up into one because the members all provide guidance and support and feedback to one another just as much, if not more than I do. And I also have weekly open office hours that come with this, but I just made it super, super affordable because I don't want cost to be a barrier for coaches and female founders to have access to good quality coaches that aren't sending them down these stupid rabbit holes to do these sleazy DMs that result in wasted time, money, and effort. So I just really believe that with every fiber of my being, and I stand behind it. And then to go along with Fematis, I created Coaches Confidential Networking. And it's just not another networking group. I have flipped networking on its head. We are sick of the stupid, sleazy sales pitches. We're sick to the one on ones and virtual coffees that go nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. So in 2023, I averaged 22 virtual coffees, one on ones, whatever you want to call them, a week. A week. And because I wanted to do some A B testing and see, and three. So you can do the math. There's 52 weeks in a year. Of course, I took vacation and stuff. So even if it was 40 a week, that's over 800, and I got three clients out of it. Not a good ROI at all. That's a terrible ROI. But I did it to make a point, and I did it to get the actual numbers because once again, I wanted to prove it. I wanted to prove that that strategy didn't work for myself. And so we talk about values inside, and everything we do inside Coaches Confidential. We have real talk that leads to real value. We provide real value to every single woman who shows up to Coaches Confidential Networking, and every woman gets real results after every and during every single meeting. Every single meeting. And I do a check just to make sure. And we talk about those things. We talk about, and they all love it because it's refreshing and it's not a pitch fest. And it's a place that we can all come together and grow, and we can pour into one another and really support and help each other, as networking platforms claim that they do, but they really don't. Well, this, I prove it and I do it. So if you're at all interested in coming out, there is an application form that you can find on fematis.com/networking. Would love to have you come. You can come and check us out twice before making a decision. And if I don't prove everything that I say, you can tell me to go pound salt and you never have to come back again. But when I prove everything that I say, you're just going to love it. You're going to love the women inside, and you're going to find it very, very refreshing. You're going to find it so full of value, and you will leave every single meeting with some kind of a result for your business. So once again, I should warn you though, inside the networking, only the bold shall enter, because we are women who speak out. We aren't okay with the status quo. We are anti-cookie cutter and one size fits all approaches and that type of thing. So if that's a place that you're comfortable, great. You will not be comfortable inside Coaches Confidential Networking, because that's just not the space we sit in. And we talk about turning things on their head all the time, because there's so much bad advice out there, and it's all cookie cutter and copy and paste, and in today's landscape, everything's a damn game changer. Get out of here. Like, let's add some authenticity. Let's add some humanness. Let's put some of you into those conversations, because people do business with you. They don't do business with your logo. They don't do business with your brand. They do business with you. And I hope that you're showing up authentically in everything that you do. So I look forward to seeing you. If you have any questions, obviously reach out. If you have something to prove to me, definitely reach out. You can make connections with me through the Fematis website, and just reach out and say, hey, I'm here to prove you wrong, and I will listen. My mouth will not open until you're done talking and you have made your case, because I truly want to be proven wrong with what I have shared here today. All right, until next time, bye-bye.